Hey guys, what's going on? It's Jim Bob and welcome to my opinions on basically our club over the last few weeks sort of thing. First of all, I want to talk about this man here, Richard Money, after his departure. Now we've got a new manager already. Everybody's saying it's finally a good thing that he's gone. Don't get me wrong, we were coming towards a stale patch. We could tell it was coming towards an end sooner rather than later. I didn't think it was going to be now. It should have been, no offence, I am a big believer of time, and that's what I think Richard Money had in the end. He had a lot of time given to him. He could have gone at the end of last season, people wouldn't have batted an eyelid about it. So after Money has now gone, he's been in charge of 3 seasons. Everybody's saying he's a crap manager and things like that. Not true. 3 seasons, we were bottom table of the conference. He's brought us to promotion. We won the FA Trophy and we had that fantastic run against Man United. I'm not a Man United supporter, let me get that out of the way. It's not like he's not going to be a manager again, it's nothing bad, he wasn't suited for the Football League in my opinion anymore. He's better in the conference. I mean, I might get slated for that, but I can't help it, it's my opinion. You've got your own opinions, feel free to tell me. And now we've got this man Sean Derry. Okay, my own opinion again. It's a huge gamble. Okay, he was in charge of Notts County for, I think it was a tail end of last. He kept them out of relegation. So he can do the job. He can do the job. But they had a big poor run of form. They lost 24 games in a row. That's a lot to be told. As soon as they signed him, he only recently stopped playing in 2013. I can't remember who he was playing for before then. I probably should have done my research, but screw it. He's not been a manager very long at all, so he's not going to have the managerial experience sort of thing. Can he bring us any good results? Well, after yesterday's game at Oxford, I saw some points of a turnaround. Not much, but a few points, like right at the end. Still not managed to keep the pressure up for a full 90 minutes. We've been good in parts of the game. Like yesterday, we were good right near the end of the game. Anywhere else, we weren't too great. Both teams' defences were a bit shaky, I'll give you that. Why we've still got Chris Dunn in goal, I will never know. He's good. On occasions, he gets lucky, in my opinion. Like yesterday, he got very lucky that he didn't concede another goal through a slip like he did against Bristol. We've got a fantastic number 2 keeper in Sam Besant. Now I'm wondering if the plan is at the end of this season they're going to bin off Chris Dunn altogether. I'm not sure, I kind of think that might happen. They'll bin off Chris Dunn at some point, I don't know when, and Sam Besant will take over as alternating first keeper along with Will Norris, a fantastic keeper. Last month he was named player of the conference, I think it was, with Braintree. He's not a bad goalkeeper, and he also managed to help Braintree get a replay against Oxford in the FA Cup. So now goal scorers, Barry Corr and Roy Gaffney, fantastic goal scorers. Barry Corr has scored goals. He's a constant goal scorer. Okay, he's slipped up a bit in recent weeks, but that's because he's been injured. He's not fully back from injury still. He's still got a slight injury. So how do I know this? Because I've spoke to people on the inside. Because I know. Do you believe me? That's up to you. I don't care whether you believe me or not. This is what I've been told and what I know. And Rory Gaffney, he's still injured as well. You may not believe me, but he is still injured. He played, as if you'd heard the interview with Richard Money after the Bristol game, he played in a friendly midweek with the under-21s and actually pulled a muscle. Well, he didn't pull it, he strained a muscle in his thigh. He couldn't run, he couldn't walk or anything like that, okay? Okay, he could walk, but he couldn't run until we came to the Bristol game and he decided to go for a run in the warm-up. He said, yeah, I feel fine, so Money put him on the bench, which is good. Obviously, you drop somebody else off the bench and you've put another player, a chosen goal scorer, on the bench, which is fantastic. And it's only been 3 or 4 weeks, and you can't usually get over a strain unless it's a minor one. This was quite a big one, I was told. I've heard. He is going to do great things for this club, no doubt about it. Same with Barry Corr, same with Keith Keane when he's back from injury. Omazuzi, Leg, everybody. We're going to do very well at some point in the season. It just depends how and when we start stringing some results together. Okay, right now we're 17th. We've actually gone up in the table after a 1-0 loss. No, was it a 1-0 or 2-0 loss? Anyway, we lost to Oxford at the weekend, and we've gone up in the table. We've gone up ahead of Barnet, only because of goal difference. Okay, so we lost, but we've still gone up in the table. That's not a bad result. Oxford are second in the table. They're probably going to get promoted this. I'm giving it, you won't hear me fully judge Sean Derry until after Christmas. As I said with money, I'm a huge believer in time. Money got his time. He couldn't bring us any further. Sean Derry's now in charge. At the moment, it's a huge gamble. I don't think he'll get us very far. But we've got a good assistant manager in Joe Dunn, who so many people thought he should have got the job. Yet again, in my opinion, Sean Derry is not the man I would have put in charge. Okay, he's got a great, not a philosophy, but he's got a passion for the club. He's got a real passion for us here. Is he going to get us some good results? Still hard to say, because at the moment, when we spoke to him yesterday, he wants to leave, the first few weeks, he wants to leave everything up to Joe Dunn, which is okay, fair enough. You need to know get to know your players and everything first. But you can't just leave it for Joe Dunn to do everything. He's your assistant manager. You need to start putting throwing your weight around, not changing the formation, making a few tweaks here and there. Okay, he did that yesterday. Didn't make much of an improvement. The defence is still a bit shaky. We need to tighten up rather at the back than anywhere else on the field. Okay, you could say I'm sprouting loads of bullshit right now. I don't blame you if you think I'm sprouting bullshit. I feel like I'm spraying it. Whatever. These are my opinions, and it's how they're going to stay. And it's a very nice ramble, if I'm honest. I love my ramble videos, and they will be continuing possibly next week, because I'm hopefully going to be back at a match next week. I hope I'm back at a match next week. I've missed it so much. But guys, please don't judge the manager already. He's been in charge, what was it, 3 days now? Okay, he's new manager, he's very inexperienced. He's only recently stopped playing himself. Okay, fair enough. Put that to one side. This bloke could change our season. This bloke could really get us to take off this season. Okay? If he doesn't, then you can batter me for it. And if you're watching this from the Facebook page and you've made it this far, judge me if you want. I don't care. I'm giving you my opinions. If you've got your own opinions, give them to me in the comments. I'd love to read them. I'd love to be able to do a video around it. I'd love to be able to, at some point, bring other Cambridge United fans here. Well, maybe not here, but talk to them in person. Get their opinions and things like that. I want to talk to you guys. I want to do stuff with you guys. It'll help me so much, especially on here. Now, finally, I'm bringing it to my last bit. We've got Accrington Stanley on next Saturday, and I can't deny, I've never seen Accrington play in person, but I've watched the highlights of them. I think they're in the playoff spots at the moment. If they're not, whatever. Now, Saturday, we need to see a vast improvement. We need to see at least a point. I want to see a fantastic crowd at the Abbey at the weekend. Any of those they don't get, okay, if the crowd one will be easily done. But if we don't get a point and we don't make some changes, I ain't gonna be happy. But anyway, guys, I've hoped you've enjoyed this ramble. Really, I do hope you've enjoyed this ramble as much as I have doing it. If I'm not at Accrington on Saturday, then I will be hopefully going to Morecambe on the Tuesday, because I'm off on holiday that week. And then I'll be back at the Abbey for Notts County, which I'm really looking forward to. And just maybe push for the playoffs is now back on. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!